Hi, this is DOSBox Mom, and welcome back to Let's Play Treasures of the Savage Frontier. This is the building we settled down to rest in at the end of the previous episode. It's one of the places in this smuggler's dock slash fishing village south of Waterdeep that we cleared out when we were here earlier. We rested overnight. It's just about time for the docks to open, so let's get moving and book passage out to the islands. Yeah. Notice at 5 o'clock it changed to dawn. Now, we could go to either Mintarn down this dock, or Orlumbor down the dock to the south. Just going by the order they've got the maps in the clue book, it sounds like Mintarn might be maybe just a smidge easier to start with. Hard to say, but I think we'll try there first. As the sun rises over the Rat Hills to the east, a ship sits at this pier. Its crew is preparing to embark. "Hey!" Paxonarian calls out. "Where are you bound?" "To Mintarn," comes the reply from up on deck. For 80 platinum, we'll take your party along." And they suggest haggling for a better price. All right, 60 platinum, but that's my final price. If you don't like it, you can swim to Mintarn. Well, actually 60 platinum isn't that bad, I suppose. It's like 300 gold. Hopefully it'll be a safe trip. A rope is thrown down, and soon the entire party is standing on the gently rolling deck. "Ooh," says Ozito, already pale after 5 minutes on ship. "I don't think I'm gonna like this." However, the trip passes uneventfully, except for a touch of seasickness, and you arrive safely at Mintarn. As the ship approaches Mintarn, a small boat pulls up, and the captain engages in an urgent conversation with its passengers. You record the next events as Journal Entry 12. Which we are flipping to right now. The men of the small boat rowed away in a great hurry, and the crew began to run around the decks frantically, cursing at every step. "What's going on?" we asked one sailor as he hurried by. "Something's wrong at the docks. There's fighting there. Have to swing round to the old pier." Our vessel slowly tacked northward, and an hour later we disembarked onto a rickety, disintegrating dock. Around us, the town looked like an armed camp, with soldiers running everywhere and worried looks on all the faces. Sounds like a job for the heroes of Ascor. Okay, so let's see where we are. Okay, so this is the dock where we got off. And, of course, everything else is south of here. So let's get out of that and start moving. You stop a dockhand to ask, "What's going on?" and record your conversation as Journal Entry 37. "It's an invasion! Soldiers from Waterdeep have taken over the docks, the base to fight the pirates." "Why would they do this to the tyrant? He's always fought the pirates of Luskan. You know, the tyrant's fair and honest with the people of Mintarn, but he's a tyrant who comes to keeping our island independent. There's talk of war against Waterdeep." Okay. But is it really people from Waterdeep, or just people in false colors like we found attacking the farms earlier? Okay, so this building is where we'd book passage off this island. Okay, evidently it's not the usual location for it. And this is the inn. Although apparently we can rest anywhere indoors on the island except for a fort that we'll need to clear. Okay, now to our... do we want to go east? Which would be that way. Oh, let's see, no, actually, east would be that way. West would be around that way. Directly ahead of us is an armorer's shop. And then to the west of that is an adventure supply shop. Ooh, okay. And this is a training hall down the road. Don't think we need any of those just yet. So let's turn and head this way instead. Temple of Joaquin, welcome to merchants and travelers. Okay, we'll want to keep that in mind. Above you rises a castle that looks like a children's fairy tale come to life. Great spires of smooth stone rise to dizzy heights as they look out across the sea. So that's where the tyrant of Mintarn lives. Okay. Don't really have any business in there just yet. Guard steps from his post to warn you. Be careful south of here on the island. Okay. The invaders from Waterdeep and their monsters have taken over the docks and the old South Claw fort. If you're here to help us, be on your guard every moment. Okay, I'll bear that in mind. Warehouse of the Full Topsail Company, member of the 5 Companies of the West. Ooh. Okay, remember how the passenger shipping company had to move? Maybe this is one of the businesses that had to move suddenly too. As you enter this warehouse, a man in a peaked cap is making a large skeleton dance, much to the amusement of several giants. They see you and attack. Okay, well, where are they? Okay, ooh, fire giant mages. And a host tower mage. And giant skeleton. Okay. Well, if they're fire giants, probably, much as I'd like to do the old fireball trick, that might not work terribly well. So we'll try Ice Storm instead. And we'll have Pox move to this end. Or maybe she can turn the giant skeleton. Woohoo! Okay, and let's see if we can... Okay, we are going to need... Oh yeah, we need to take care of that other fire giant mage. That's one way to disrupt spell casting. Okay. We basically want to make sure we damage all the mages each round, and then otherwise work on picking them off. Okay. Yeah, of course Elro here gets a bonus against giants, including giant mages. Oh crap. I should have had her cast a spell on the close to our mage. Yeah, so as long as I didn't break contact with that fire giant. Okay, that's everybody. And there's some treasure. Gems and platinum. And now, okay, I assume this magical gear is stuff that the host horror mage is wearing, because I can't imagine anything the giants had on would fit. Oh, excuse me, I'm so tired. Probably the bracers are magical, I'm not going to worry about it too hard though. And Paladin can heal herself. Okay, I'm not going to worry about those bracers. It should be safe to rest in this room. It's not part of that fortress that we were warned about. Okay, so we fixed and rested. And let's keep moving. Okay. Now that should be the entrance to the, yeah. To the south and east, an ancient stone fort juts out into the sea on a craggy promontory. We can't rest safely in here, but since we just cleared out that warehouse to the north, that would be a good place to rest. The flag of Waterdeep flies from its highest tower. Yeah, whether it's really Waterdeep or not. You step into this tiny entry hall and find 3 guards lying dead on the floor. Standing over them is a familiar figure. Princess Jagaerda of Gundarlun over here calls out, looking lovelier and deadlier than ever. What in tears' name are you doing here? The whole party crowds round and you record your conversation with Jagaerda as Journal Entry 40. Pirates have been attacking merchant ships up and down the coast, including those bound for my home in Gundarlun. Many of our sailors were killed and a number of vessels lost. I started going to sea with the merchant ships, against father's wishes, of course, to try to find out what was going on. The last vessel I was on reached Mintarn safely after fighting off 2 attacks, and I learned of this supposed Waterdeep invasion. She looked down at the dead guards. This is the first time I've ever seen soldiers from Waterdeep with tattoos of a purple squid on their arms. These are Krakens! Sounds to me as though we're fighting for the same cause as we did a short time ago in Gundarlun. Will you have me as a member of your party once again? Sure, yeah. Okay, well, let's take a look at her and see what she's got. On her. Oh, we need to give her some of our gear. Okay. I know we can't rest here, but let's see if we've got any spare stuff we can give her. Maybe that Sword of Icewind Dale, although I hate giving it up. But certainly Pax hasn't been using it much lately since she had that sort of stalking. Maybe a sling. Oh. Elwer here needs to use that squid shield, and he can give the +1 shield to Jagaerda. Okay, we might come back to that sling in a bit. He does have a crossbow, too. Oh, we've got so many braces. We can surely spare one for her. And maybe that spare cloak of protection. Yeah. Okay, we can probably give her the +2 composite longbow that Josita hasn't been able to use. And we'll just need to buy her some arrows. Okay. Oh. Okay. We got too much. Okay, anyway. Okay. Let's see, and then, yeah, I think we'll give her this sling just in case. Okay. That improves her armor class a bit. Yeah. Okay. We should be okay, at least for the moment, going into the fortress. A foul smell assaults your senses, and the foul monsters that created it aren't far behind. Oh. Sure. Yeah, this is a wandering monster encounter, but apparently it only happens once in the fort. So we get rid of this and we won't have to worry about it again. Okay. Lightning bolt right through the tentacles there. Oh, we get to control Jagaerda, which is kind of neat. Oh. Okay, well, we'll finish up this battle off camera, and in the next episode we'll continue clearing this fortress on Mintarn. See you then.